against Rome, and he had an outstanding game in that, an outstanding game.
Outstanding is putting it mildly.
Off the face-off, Hazel takes the draw, and the puck still sits along the red line, finally trickles into the Massena zone right back out to center ice, and we're underway here. Poked away by Hazel, he dumps to the Blue Devil line, picked up by Hummel. Hummel goes to Wilson. Wilson up on the right wing as Shaver overskates. Meacham gets a piece of it, poke checked away back to Massena zone. Carroll is there to flip it out to center ice. Picked up by Wilson, dumped right on. A shot from center ice, and Zach has to make his first save of the game. Puck cleared around the boards, kept in by Shaver. In the slot, here's the shot, fired wide, as that taken by Greg Garvey back at the point. Raiders can't get it out of there. Puck bounces in front, and they got a man free. The shot, the save, and where is it? It's in the corner. As Zach made a couple of good moves there to keep the puck out of the net. Raiders had a chance to clear and didn't. And here's another chance. Here's a shot from the point. It's gloved by Zach, and he's going to hold on for the faceoff as the Devils put a little pressure on here early in the game.
I'll tell you, if the Raiders allow the Blue Devils, in this particular case, number 15, Willie Brissett, to sift out of the corner like he did that time, corner to the right of Zach Long. He beat two Raiders, walked right out and got off a good shot. Zach was able to make the save, and in the melee, the puck was knocked to the corner, but it will be a long evening for the Raiders if they allow that to happen.
Now it's Charlton's line out there against the Ward line. Off the faceoff, Raiders look to move it out, but don't again. Here's a shot. They got a man all by himself in front, but it bounces off his stick. That was Ron Jacobs, and goes in behind the net. Raiders has started to clear the zone and didn't have the puck. Here's a shot from the point way wide. Puck in the corner, picked up by Jacobs, poke checked away back to the point. Here's a shot deflected right on. Zach makes the save, kicks it way out, and it's picked up by Slack. Slack moves it ahead for Ward. Ward into the zone, it bounces up, almost made it up here to us. But there'll be a face-off as the puck's off the ice surface, and it'll be just inside Ogdensburg territory. 13:40 left in the first period. Bob Post State Farm Insurance scoreboard says 0-0, but Ogdensburg, they've had the chances so far.
Well, they had number 3, that's Jacobs, and 11, Charlton, left alone in front of Zach Long. There wasn't a red shirt around. The Raiders clearing the zone, as you mentioned. They left the zone, or wanted to. They thought the puck was gone, but they turned it over high at the blue line, and two white shirts down low.
Off the face-off, puck back in the corner. Corey Boyer trying to clear the zone, kept in. Poke check back to the point, and Park can't keep it in. Here come the Blue Devils back the other way. It's Beldock. He centers it right in front, and the puck just slid into the corner as Jordan Spears couldn't get a stick on it. Now the puck cleared to the blue line and kept in there at the point momentarily. David Park with it. He'll flip it in behind the net under pressure. It comes to DiAgostino. He tries to poke it ahead. Has it knocked away, gets it back again, and flips it down the ice. That'll be an icing call against Massena. We're just underway here. 13:06 left in the first period. No score in the hockey game.
And we played 6 seconds shy of 2 minutes, and it's been all Blue Devils, and they've had about 3 excellent scoring opportunities. Haven't finished off the plays, haven't executed, but they're just playing with all kinds of confidence right now. And the Raiders, on the other hand, are playing with mixed emotions. I'll tell you, they're not looking sharp right here.
Shaver's line out there. They try to center, but it bounces back to the blue line out to center ice. Picked up there by Greg Garvey. Garvey moves it ahead to the red line. Knocked away by Scott Power. Here comes Power, dumping it deep in Blue Devil territory. Jacob Hummel picks it up there. Trying to flip it around the boards. It comes to Power. He turns it around. The shot blocked to the blue line. Kept in nicely by Carroll. Carroll trying to flip it to the middle. Robidoux has it jump off his stick. Goes to Hummel. In the corner, Power. First time Massena's had any sustained pressure. Here's Robidoux. Dipsy Doodles flips it in behind the net. Kellogg goes after it. Will he get to it? No, Garvey. He and Garvey skates away and out to center ice. Garvey steps by a check and dumps it in the Massena zone. Zach Long steers it into the corner. Here's Carroll with it. Carroll flips it around the boards for Robidoux. Bounced off his stick, but it's followed up to center ice. Kellogg, and he's going to ice it. Except it's going to go, whoa, that was close to being in the crease, but icing will be the call. And the faceoff will move back inside Massena territory.
Unofficially here with 12:10 to go in the first period, the Raiders have yet to register a shot on goal. And I agree that last line out there of Kellogg, Power, and Robidoux created some offensive thrust, but that's the first sign of life for the Raiders.
Here's a shot off the faceoff, save made by Long. The puck picked up by Hazel. Hazel with it, bangs it ahead to Meacham. Meacham picks it up and starts out. Bounce pass goes to Cameron. He shovels it in the zone. Puck goes bouncing in behind the net, back after it there. The Blue Devils try to come up with it. Cameron has it knocked away, and back comes Ogdensburg. Aaron Charlton dumps in the Massena zone. In behind the net, Zach out to stop it. The puck squirts free. Here's a chance in front, back to the slot. The shot deflected in the net. And that's going to be, let's see here, Ron Jacobs getting the goal. Zach had the save, and it bounced off his leg into the net.
Well, that all started in behind the net when the Blue Devils dumped the puck in the zone, running around the dasher. Zach went out to get the puck, to stop the puck for his defenseman, and he couldn't stop it. It went off his stick and bounced out in front. Blue Devil knocked it back to the point. The Raider defenseman, or the Blue Devil defenseman, took the shot, and I'm not sure if that was what defenseman was, Boyer or Wilson, took the shot, but it did hit number 3, Ron Jacobs, in front. I'm sure he'll get the goal on the deflection.
Here comes Massena across the blue line into the zone, dumped right back out to center ice. Right back comes Irvine. Irvine's pass intercepted by Slack. He gets the return pass, has it knocked away. Following up is Kerwin ahead to Slack, but it's cleared back out to neutral ice by the Devils. Into the Massena zone. Back after it is David Park. Park rips it around the boards. It comes out to the 45. Ward can't clear the zone, comes right back in the zone. Travis Durant, he'll go around the other side for Kerwin. Kerwin doesn't clear the zone again. Irvine, who takes a whack at it, he's checked out of the play. The puck sits there. Finally, Park comes up with it, moves it ahead to Kerwin. Here's Clint Kerwin, takes it into the zone, gets by one, and then he's knocked down, and the puck bounces free to Corey Boyer, and he moves it ahead. Devils right back the other way. It's Jordan Spears. His shot is blocked, goes into the corner. He goes after it himself. Now the puck bounces to John Shaver. Now Spears with it again. Knocked off his stick, and the puck squirts around the boards. Devils control back to the point. Here's Wells with it, knocked away and bounced out to center ice. Right back in the zone. Raiders will move it ahead. Bounces off a leg, and right back in the Massena zone. Ward with it, dropping it back to Ben Nightingale. Nightingale, headman pass. Goes to the Bogdansburg line, flipped right back out to neutral ice. Devils move it ahead. That's Willie Brissett. He'll dump it in the Massena zone. In behind the net, Ben Nightingale with it. Flips it along the boards. It's intercepted. Here's a short side shot, and Zach makes the save. Puck comes in behind the net. Around the boards, kept in there again by Brissett. Here's Brissett in the corner. He and Carroll go together. Carroll trying to knock the puck off his stick. Brissett still has it. Carroll's got him tied up. They center it right in front. Here's a turnaround shot. The save made. Puck sits in the slot. Finally, it's cleared. Kerwin flipping it ahead to Ward, and he can't clear the zone. We have a whistle. And we've got what? Somebody, I'm not sure what the call was, but they're going to move a slashing call. Okay, it's going to be a penalty against Ogdensburg, and it's going to go against John Shaver.
One thing we've got, Jerry, is a timeout or break in the action, and the Raiders desperately needed that because, again, the Blue Devils applying all kinds of pressure. Greg Garvey in front had a defenseman on him. He just shook the defenseman off like a rag doll, turned around and got the shot. Zach had to make the save. That OFA goal, the 3:21 mark, Jacobs from McCarthy and Boyer.
Off the faceoff, puck comes to Ben Nightingale. Nightingale ahead to Cameron. Cameron skates it for Slack. Slack to Kerwin, across the blue line. He gets knocked down. Meacham trying to barge in there. It goes into the corner. In behind the net. Slack after it. He takes a whack and it comes to Kerwin. Here's Kerwin back to the point. Massena setting up the power play. Kerwin gets the return feed. Goes to Meacham in the corner. Back to Kerwin at the 45. Back to Ben Nightingale. He can't keep it in the zone. He has to come back and retreat. Here's Nightingale. Bangs it ahead for Cameron. Cameron lost his edge. And here comes Ogdensburg with a 2-on-1. The shot. Save made, a rebound wide. Here's a shot. Another save by Zach Long. Whoa, great save. And the Raiders move it out. I don't know what happened. Mike Cameron just lost his edge at the blue line and fell down. Now the puck deep in the Ogdensburg zone. Meacham cruising into the corner after it. Here's Meacham behind the net. Dipsy doodles with it. Takes it into the corner. Meacham, left side of the goalie, back to Nightingale at the point. Back to Meacham. Back to Nightingale. He winds, fakes the shot, goes to Cameron. Cameron's shot right on. Save made, they bang at it, and holding on for the face-off is Josh McClear. I think that was Massena's first shot on net.
I'll tell you, Zach Long made another one of those miraculous saves. Like he made one down in Rome, diving across. I don't know how he kept that one out because Aaron Charlton, when the Raider defenseman fell down, Charlton picked up the puck, went in, took the shot. Long made the initial save. The rebound came right back out to Charlton. He had the wide open side, and Zach somehow got across and made an outstanding save.
22 seconds left in the power play for Massena. Raiders trailing 1-0. Back to the blue line. Drew Wonke winds up. His shot through traffic is wide, a little bit too high. Now Buffum after it. He pinches in. Wraps it around the boards. It goes to Ward. Ward all the way back to Robidoux, back to Drew Wonky at the point. His shot bounces high in the net and is gloved by goaltender Josh McClear, and he'll hold on for the faceoff. Just 3 seconds left in the Massena power play. Devils leading 1-0 on the Bob Post State Farm Insurance scoreboard.
And the Devils are playing with a lot of confidence out there both ways, offensively and defensively. The Raiders, this has got to be, and I don't want to be negative, but it just emanates from them out there. They're not playing with that confidence and with the way they have in the past. They're being outshot 8-1 in this first period, and the territorial play is twice that. It's they've got to just pick their game up a notch, no question.
Off the face-off, puck goes back to the point. Buffum winds through a screen. The save, well, I guess it went wide. Puck in the corner, comes back to Jeremy Buffum. He slides one right on, doesn't make it through, and is picked up by the defenseman Jacob Hummel. Hummel moving it out. Here come the Blue Devils out center ice, stolen away there by Farmer, and he backhands it right back in the Ogdensburg zone. Hummel flipping it ahead out to center ice, all the way down the ice, in fact, and icing will be called on the Blue Devils and move the face-off back in their zone. 7:51 left to go in the first period, 1-0 on the Bob Post State Farm Insurance scoreboard.
That combination, the Devils are a young club. They've only got about 5 seniors on this team, and I'll tell you, their defense, starts 1 senior, a junior, and 4 sophomores, and they're playing with a lot of confidence. That Hummel and Wilson pairing just outstanding this first period.
Off the face-off, quick shot by DiAgostino, bounces in front, DiAgostino, and the save made by Josh McClear as Anthony followed up his shot. I don't think the first one made it all the way through, and he went in on the rebound and picked it up and got another shot, and McClear made, I believe, the second save and holds on for the face-off, and we'll do it again.
But that combination, Farmer, DiAgostino, and Seacott went to the net without the puck, and it almost created that opportunity.
Off the face-off, Devils move it ahead. Here's Brissett with it. Willie Brissett, ridden off the puck by DiAgostino, manages to dump it in the Massena zone. Travis Durant rips it around the boards for Seacott. Seacott has it taken away. Puck bounces in behind the net. Seacott back to pick it up, though. Here comes Seacott from the red line, dumps it. And it bounces in behind the net, Ogdensburg territory. Devils pick it up and move it ahead. That's Wilson. Wilson circles back again. Picks up a forechecker, then hits Brissett on the wing. Brissett, long headman pass, goes by everybody. Hearn after it there. Hearn turns it around, flips it ahead for Farmer. Nice play. Here's Farmer trying to barge his way through. Following up is Drew Wonky, excuse me, that's Scott Power. Power looks to center, nobody there for Massena, and back the other way comes Chuck Irvine. Irvine gets knocked down to the blue line. Kellogg flips it ahead, that's an offsides, as Robidoux was trying to get out of the net, but he touched the puck before, or out of the zone rather, he touched the puck before he did, and the face-off will move outside.
Chuck Irvine, just a 5'10", 150 sophomore, coming to the bench. He took a hard check from Matt Robidoux. Robidoux had him lined up, and Irvine kind of shifted at the last moment and kind of caught a piece of the Robidoux's leg, and he went down heavily.
Off the face-off, Carroll's pass intercepted. It comes to Ben Nightingale. He flips it out to neutral ice. Raiders trying to control it. Here's Power with it. He gets into some traffic. The puck squirts free. Here comes Ogdensburg in the zone. Beldock, a little weak shot on, cleared into the corner by Zach Long. Puck clear to the blue line, not out of the zone. And they move it through the horn, and finally it trickles into the corner again. Irvine after it. Here's Irvine trying to move it on the 45, knocked away by Kellogg. He'll bang it around on the other side. Puck comes back in the corner. There's a battle for it there. Finally, it's flipped down the ice by the Red Raiders. That was Carroll. And is it going to go far enough for icing? Yes, it does. Kellogg almost caught up to it, but couldn't quite get there. And the puck just kind of crawled over the red line, but the icing call stands, and down the ice it'll go into the Massena zone. Still 1-0 Ogdensburg. Basically,
both these clubs have 2 big lines. Expect to score a lot of goals, and your third and fourth, whatever you get, it's a bonus. And checky lines. That time, the Irvine, Beldock, and Spears line outworked our third unit and had good offensive thrust.
Off the face-off, puck trickles out of the zone, back in again. Hazel, excuse me, Hazel's there, goes to Meacham. Meacham from the red line, flips it ahead, goes to Cameron. Cameron takes it across, trying to dump it through to Hazel. It bounces into the corner. Hazel after it there. Here's Hazel with it, flipping it in behind for Meacham. Getting there first, though, is the defenseman. Meacham battles for it, and it's cleared along the 45, and they move it out to center ice. Here comes Ronnie Jacobs, trying to barge by the Massena defenseman, and he doesn't quite make it. The puck squirts into the corner. Here's a shot, deflected in the slot. They got a man free in front, but it's going to go to Hazel, who's back there covering. He moves it ahead to Cameron. Here's Cameron skating. Here's Cameron by one, by two. He has his stick lifted, and the Devils pick it up again, and Jared Wells comes back to the Massena line. Bounces by Wonky. Charlton on Wonky. Wonky flips it into the corner. Racing for it is Brissett now as the Devils try to change their line. Puck bounces free. Meacham picks it up. Hit the side of the net with it. Puck cleared in front. It bounces side of the net again as Jeremy Buffum tried to slide it right across the slot. Here's Shaver with it. His bouncer goes back to the blue line and out to center ice as he attempted to pass back to Jared Wells, his defenseman. Now the puck stolen by Meacham. Meacham has it knocked away. Devils move it ahead, out to center ice. Cameron picks it up, shovels it right back in the Ogdensburg zone. Still 1-0 Berg. And they look to move it out of their zone. Slack keeps it in, dumps it in behind the net. It comes to Corey Boyer. Boyer doesn't clear the zone. Here's a quick shot. Park bounces in front. Chance for Slack. He takes it behind. Here's Slack into the corner, left side of the goalie. Drops it for Kerwin. Clint Kerwin with it. Gets by the check. Looks to move it. Around the board. It goes to Slack behind. He's got Kerwin. Can't get it to him. Now he drops it back to the point. Here's a shot by Park. It's blocked. He gets it back again. Winds up. Shot again. Doesn't get through. And the Devils look to move it out of the zone and do. And they got a breakaway. Here's an opportunity for Garvey. His shot right on. Save made. Puck goes in the corner. Brissett after it there. He's taken out of the play, trying to get away from the check. We have a whistle and a slash. And I think the Devils picked up another slashing call.
I think this was against the Raiders, Jerry. Maybe it's against, I think it's, I could be wrong. We'll see whose gate open. It is a slash. I thought it was against Massena, but it's against the Blue Devils.
Yep.
In fact,
I just looked at the reaction of Massena to make the call, and what happened, they had a great opportunity and it didn't come to pass, and I think a little frustration.
Well, then we had another confused goaltender because he sprinted to the Ogdensburg goaltender, sprinted to the bench. Remember what we saw last night where the goaltender came all the way to the blue line? We saw it again tonight. The Blue Devil goaltender getting confused. He was right outside the gate. He's got a good 60 feet to get to the... Fortunately, the Raiders couldn't gain possession.
Garvey's got the penalty for slashing. And I have to admit, I didn't see it. So the Raiders go back on the power play here. Matt Robidoux, as the puck's dumped back in the Massena zone, Cameron picks it up. Takes it behind his own net. Flips it around the boards for Nightingale. Back to Cameron. It goes by him into the corner. And the Devils are going to pick it up again. The penalty killer's got it. And they move it into the corner and just dump it away, but they're wasting valuable time. Nightingale with it. Nightingale skates it out. Nightingale looks to move it down to Robidoux. Robidoux takes it across, out by the blue line. Drops it back. Cameron at the point. Michael steps into the circle. Here's Cameron. Skates it in the corner, looks to set it up. Here's Cameron. Back to the point, Robidoux. Winds up his shot right on. Save made. It sits in front. And it goes underneath. And the defenseman alertly... Well, actually, that was the forward, Jacobs, alertly just tucked it in underneath his goaltender, Josh McClear.
Excellent move by number 3, Ron Jacobs, Captain Ron Jacobs. I guess that's why he's wearing that C. Heads-up play, shot from the point to Matt Robidoux, scorched one, got it up a little high. McClear made the save off the right shoulder, dropped down. He didn't know where it was, about 3 feet out in front of him. And with a melee of players around, Jacobs didn't want to take a chance, so he just tucked it back underneath his goaltender's pads. Very heads-up play.
They called matching minors on the play. Both Joey Ward from us. Here's a shot right on. And the save made by goaltender McClear. Let's see if I can pick him up. I think it was Ron Jacobs for Ogdensburg and Joey Ward for Massena. Probably matching roughing calls. A little scrum in front of the net.
Well, they're calling it tight, trying to set a precedence, I guess. I remember the last time the officials... Well, we'll pick it up later.
Off the face-off. Slack with it. Flips it in behind the net. Goes into the corner for Meacham. Eric picking up the puck along the 45. Back to Ben Nightingale at the point. Nightingale goes to Meacham. He's got room. Gets a shot. Nice save on the toe by McClear. Great save. And the puck cleared down the ice. There's a foot race for it. Cameron gets there first, picks it up. Michael Cameron moving it ahead out to center ice. Intercepted by the Devils. They're going to dump deep in Massena territory. Puck goes in behind the net. Cameron with it. Cameron has it knocked away. Gets it back again. Here's Cameron. 8 seconds left. Headman pass right on the stick of Meacham. Meacham has it poked away. And he couldn't quite catch the pass. And the puck goes back in the Massena zone. Still 1-0 Ogdensburg. Penalty is elapsed. And the puck comes around the boards to Nightingale. Nightingale's headman. He threw it away right in front. Here's the shot. And I think that hit the post.
It hit the post.
As Nightingale just threw it away, we got a delay penalty on Massena now. And the puck goes in front to Meacham, and he touches it, and the whistle blows. An interference call against the Raiders, and again, they coughed up the puck in their own zone and gave Ogdensburg an excellent opportunity.
Threw it, coughed it up, and it came right back to 22, Corey Boyer, the defenseman, and he stepped down off the line, and he rang one right off the left goal post. It just had goaltender Zach Long beat. It was through some traffic. Raiders caught a big break there. 2:08 left in this first period that's been dominated by OFA, and but they only lead 1-0, but on a power play.
Okay, they're on the power play now as John Shaver comes out to take the draw. Off the face-off, the puck sits in the circle, kicked ahead to the blue line and out to center ice. Picked up there by John Wilson. He circles back in his own end. Seacott and Hazel out to look to kill this off, along with Wonky and Jeremy Buffum. Here come the Devils as they move it out to center ice. Here comes Shaver with it. Shaver steps by into the Massena zone. He's still got it. Dropping it back. Here's a quick shot. Score! And that time, I think Wilson's going to get the goal, but Zach just kind of kicked at it on the way by.
Yeah, Zach would like either Wilson or Beldock, number 10. We'll wait and see. It could be...
it might be Beldock, you're right.
Or it could be number 20. I'm not... yeah, John Wilson. I might have got the number wrong, but Zach would like to have that one back. The Blue Devils had gained the zone, went to the right, drew the defenseman, a little drop pass, backed. It was probably the top of the circle, and he didn't get it. It was a quick snapshot, not a lot on it. And Zach just kind of waved his legs at it right under the right leg, and bingo, 2-0.
Wonky with it in his own end, having a problem. The puck comes back to the blue line. Into the corner. Brissett with it. Puck comes to DiAgostino, and Anthony breaks out of the zone. Here's Anthony, goes by one. We got a 2-on-1 now. Goes to Seacott, but it goes right in front. The shot, fired wide on the follow-up as Farmer. Now it's Seacott with it. Looks to wrap it around and takes it behind the net. Here's Seacott. It's back to the point. Buffum winds, big shot. Ooh, just missed. Puck around the boards again. Durant with it, keeps it in. Flips it in the corner. And finally it's cleared out to center ice. And the Blue Devils break down into the Massena zone, but Travis Durant's back. Picking it up, has it knocked away, but offsides will be the call anyway. With 57 seconds remaining in the first period, and the Blue Devils leading Massena 2-0 on the Bob Post State Farm Insurance scoreboard.
It is David Beldock that gets the goal. Assist going to Captain John Shaver along with number 20, John Wilson. But a shot from about 40 feet out, not a lot on it. And Zach just kind of, I don't know if he waved at it with the right leg, thought he was going to kick it out, but missed it.
Robidoux dropping it back. Raiders try to move it ahead into the zone, but it's knocked away. We got another penalty, and that's going to be on Massena for elbowing. So the Raiders pick up another penalty. They just gave up a power play. No, excuse me. It's Massena had the puck. Why did they? I don't know. Okay, it is against, I'm sorry, it's against OFA. Aaron Charlton will pick up the elbowing call.
That last goal by the Blue Devils at 13-15 mark was a power play. Beldock from Wilson and Shaver.
Raiders have another power play. And I'll tell you, they could use a goal right now. Here comes Meacham in the zone. Meacham, centering pass right in front, and Clint Kerwin couldn't get a stick on it. Here's Kerwin in the corner now, chasing it down. Goes to Meacham at the 45, back to the point, Ben Nightingale. Back to Meacham. Meacham back to Nightingale. Nightingale gets the quick snapshot, deflected right on. They bang at it, and the puck goes in behind. Here's Kerwin with it to Meacham. Meacham back to Nightingale. Nightingale goes to Meacham. Meacham shot right on. Rebound. They battle in front, and it's covered up. Well, it wasn't covered up, but the whistle blew.
Devils in a very disciplined box, giving the Raiders the outside, giving the points, giving the corners. And we mentioned the Raiders like to work that overload, especially on that right side. And the Big Cat likes he and Clint Kerwin usually down below the goal line and Meacham up at the top. And they work it well together. That time he sifted in from the right side, but goaltender McClear able to make the save.
Off the faceoff, Nightingale takes it out by the blue line, goes to Cameron, winds up his shot, fired it wide. Will Nightingale be able to keep it in? He does. Quick shot, right on. Save made by goaltender Josh McClear. And he holds on for the faceoff with 1 second left in the period.
Good job by the Raider point. Mike Cameron and number 7, Ben Nightingale. Cameron blasted one from the left side wide. The puck rolled right around the dashers to Nightingale, and he cranked one up, and there was a lot of traffic in front, and I think Clint Kerwin redirected that thing, but a good save by McLear and able to hold on, which was the key, not giving up that rebound, because it was 3 red shirts parked right out in front.
Well, they pulled a goalie with 1 second left. You got to get a shot pretty much right off the face-off. That's what Mike Cameron's going to try to do here. And he did. Well, he did, but it's fired in behind the net. He did get it, he at least directed it toward the net. But the first period ends, and it was all Ogdensburg as the Blue Devils come up with 2 goals and lead Massena on a score of 2-0. Broadcast brought to you by Nationwide Insurance at 229 East Orva Street in Massena, by Massena Savings and Loan at 255 Main Street, Massena, by Coca-Cola, the sponsors of the Power. Ron Jacobs coming out there now along with Mike McCarthy.
Jacobs is a sweetheart. He's played an excellent little hockey player.
Face off as we get ready to go with the period. Off the draw. Puck controlled by the Devils. They move it across and dump it in the Massena zone. Cameron back after it. Flips it to Nightingale. Nightingale goes back to Cameron, and Cameron looks up ice. No, he's going to go back to Nightingale. Nightingale kind of overskates, has to come back for it. He'll wrap it around to Cameron. The puck's still in the Massena zone, which is actually not where we want to be. Now it comes out to center ice, and Meacham comes up with it. Here's Meacham. Flipping it free in front to Slack. Slack skates in front. He fired it right on. The rebound fired wide by Kerwin. 2 great opportunities as Slack found himself all by himself in front of the net and just fired it wide. Here's Slack again. Goes in behind for Kerwin. Kerwin goes to Meacham at the 45. 3 seconds left in the penalty. Nightingale fakes. Cameron skates, shot! Oh, he fired it up over the net. Now the penalty is elapsed. Puck comes in behind to Kerwin, has it knocked away. Massena with excellent opportunities on that power play, and they just couldn't score. Nightingale keeping it in, flips it in behind the net. Kerwin goes after it. Ooh, he got hit right into the boards. That might be a penalty.
He got the leg up. I thought.
No, it went up over the ice surface. Woo.
2 excellent opportunities. Jeffrey Slack sifting in from that left side, and he kept going and going and going, expecting to meet some opposition, and there was no one there. They just kind of parted, waiting for him to take the shot, and he walked right in. The first one, he put it right on the pads, Jerry. The second one, he picked up his own rebound and shot it wide, and then Michael Cameron, ooh.
Quick shot, right on, save made. Right off the face-off, Farmer won the draw, got it to DiAgostino, and he got the quick shot off. And Josh McLear makes the save.
And he's doing the same thing he did in the first period. He, meaning McLear, holding off that rebound, not giving up any big rebounds, doing an excellent job in that aspect.
Farmer again will take the face-off. Off the draw, Farmer battles for it, but it's out to center ice. Here come the Blue Devils into the zone again. It's Garvey centering pass right across the goal mouth. The Massena defense that time covering up pretty well. Now the puck in front again, score! And the Massena defenseman thought he had Garvey tied up, but not good enough, and Garvey got the shot off, and it's 3-0 Blue Devils.
Boy, that's an awful big backbreaker. Just prior to that, the Raiders done an excellent job as Jeremy Buffum coming back and tied up the Blue Devil player in front, but the puck went to the corner, and number 16, Greg Garvey, you said the Raider defenseman thought he had him, a Raider forward thought he had him tied up, but he just shifted off him, took a step around him, broke to the net, and the puck came out of the corner, and Garvey just wristed one up over the left shoulder of Zach Long, and they lead 3-0.
Off the face-off, puck back in Blue Devil territory. Back after it there, Jared Wells with it. Rips it around the boards. And here comes Ogdensburg moving it ahead. Doesn't clear the zone. Kept in by Robidoux. Along the puck boards, trying to go to Power. Knocked away. Now it bounces to Kellogg. Kellogg winds up. His shot save made. Rebound knocked down in front. Power couldn't get it. And it's going to trickle to McLear, and he's going to cover up. Another good opportunity for Massena, but they just couldn't convert again. And the face-off will come inside Ogdensburg territory. 3-0 now, Blue Devils lead on the A1 TV and Appliance scoreboard.
And that third goal early on in the period, 119, Greg Garvey, and he's been a nemesis to the Raiders. He got the winning goal down in Massena with Bissett on the assist.
Here's Robidoux. Can't get the shot off, and the puck cleared out to center ice and down into the Massena zone. After it, Travis Durant bangs it ahead. Doesn't clear the zone with it, though. Kept in by the Devils. They move it right in front, and the puck poke-checked along the boards. Robidoux with it, flips it high in the air for Kellogg. Getting there first, though, will be Hummel. Hummel flips it ahead for Ron Jacobs. Jacobs moving it down the ice. It's intercepted by Travis Durant. He moves it right back out to center ice. Trickles back in the Ogdensburg zone. Aaron Charlton after it. Charlton Bangs it around the boards. Robidoux steps in front, centers. Here's Power, winds up the shot, score! Scotty Power, and the Raiders get one back here. It's 3-1.
Scotty Power getting his first goal of the year, his first varsity goal, and I'll tell you, did he crank one up. Matt Robidoux is going to pick up the assist. Devils ran it around the boards behind their own net. Matt Robidoux on that right side intercepted it, turned in one motion, threw it out to Scotty Power, who was in the slot about 40 feet out. He had plenty of time, I'll tell you, and he teed that baby up and put everything he had into it, and that went by goaltender McClear before he could blink. A great shot by Scott Powers, and the Raiders really needed that.
Here comes Hazel with it now, busting by. He gets tripped up, gets back up again, but it's taken away by Corey Boyer. Puck in the corner, Cameron steals it, flips it back in behind the net. He and Shaver go together. Cameron throws a check. It comes to Hazel. Hazel has it kicked away. Here's Shaver with it, breaking out of the zone. Headman pass goes to Garvey. Garvey into the Massena zone, gets a shot off. It's blocked. Here's another shot knocked down. It goes into the corner. Shaver moves it in front, and it's knocked away. Bounces free. Back to Garvey. Garvey to Shaver. Nightingale takes him out of the play and gets tied up. The puck is tied up along the puck boards. They battle for it, and Shaver centers it in front, but it goes off a leg, and Nightingale picks it up. Here's Nightingale, goes to Cameron. Cameron looking for Hazel. Back to Cameron. Here's Cameron across the blue line. Cameron busts in, has it poke checked away in behind the net. Picked up there by Garvey. Garvey skates it out. Doesn't clear the zone, just barely cleared the zone. Nightingale dumps it right back in, and it's picked up there by Corey Boyer. Here comes Boyer with it, flipping it ahead on the wing to Greg Garvey. Garvey has it stolen away by Meacham. He dumps it around the boards for Joe Ward as Raiders on a line change. It comes all the way back to the point and back out. Back in again. Raiders have to clear the zone on the delay offsides. Now Shaver dumps it down the ice. That'll be an icing call against Ogdensburg, and that'll move the faceoff back inside OFA territory. 3-1, Blue Devils lead, but the Raiders have gotten a goal here.
And if they ever needed one, they certainly did in this situation. Scotty Power, his first varsity goal, and it was a big one, I tell you, and he just blew the back of the net out. Matt Robidoux, as we said, getting a nice touch pass assist as the Devils try to run it, but Raiders intercepted and drove it home.
Off the faceoff, puck out by the blue line. They battle for it. Kerwin winds up, quick shot, save made by Josh McClear. Puck in the corner after it. Wells, his pass intercepted. Ward flips it behind the net. Slack trying to come up with it. He's pretty well tied up, goes back to the point and trickles out to center ice. Devils picking it up. Headman in the zone, offsides will be the call. And the faceoff will move outside the zone.
Blue Devils back on
They got a penalty again. And I didn't even, that would happen behind the play. That's going to go to Jared Wells. And he jumped right into the penalty box. I'm not sure what happened.
We told you at the top of the broadcast, as the Devils have a tendency to pick up some bad penalties, and that's a perfect example. They had 4 in the first period. This is their 5th penalty here at the 4:07 mark, and the Raiders on the power play. Good opportunity to get right back in this game.
Off the faceoff, puck goes in behind the Massena net. After it, Cameron, he gets tied up there by Aaron Charlton. The puck goes free. Comes to Nightingale, back to Cameron. He'll start out. Here's Cameron. Ahead it goes to Robidoux by him. It's dumped right back to the Massena line. Poke checked away. Robidoux trying to come up with it. He's got it. Here's Matt Robidoux. He breaks in. Centering pass in front. Oh, and Farmer couldn't put a stick on it. Great pass by Robidoux. Robidoux in behind now. Goes to Joey Ward with it. Ward back to the point. Cameron fakes the shot. Robidoux. Here's Robidoux. Robidoux has got room. Now he's going to skate in. Skates it in front. Robidoux can't get the shot off. Cleared to the blue line and down the ice as Cameron couldn't put a stick on it. Puck goes into Zach Long. He'll clear it around the boards. Trying to move it up to Cameron. Bounces by everybody out to center ice. They battle for it right in front of the penalty box, or the player's box rather. Now Cameron takes it across. Has it knocked away, and it's dumped out to the blue line, and Massena trickles into the Massena zone. 29 seconds left. Ben Nightingale. Headman on the stick of Robidoux. Here comes Matt Robidoux across the blue line. Robidoux does the shift, trying to feed it to Ward, gets it back again. Robidoux goes into the corner now. Back to Cameron at the point. Cameron back to Robidoux. Matt skates into the circle, trying to flip it across. It'll go into the other corner, and it's cleared down the ice by the Blue Devils with 8 seconds left in the power play. Here's Cameron with it. Cameron trying to clear it out of the zone. Devils pick it up. They got their man back. Centering pass cleared into the corner by Ben Nightingale. Cameron rips it around the boards. It'll come out to center ice. Picked up there by Seacott to DiAgostino. Anthony busting in on the right side. Picks up the puck. Drops it for Seacott. Here's Seacott. Back to DiAgostino. Anthony skates in front to Hazel. He gets knocked down, or Farmer rather, and the puck squirted free, but they blow the whistle.
Oh,
man, oh, man.
Should have been a penalty there, no question. And Shane Farmer is really incensed, and I don't blame him, because the OFA player, Farmer's parked in front to Anthony DiAgostino, made the pass right on the tape, but 16 Garvey came right in and took his feet out from under from behind. And I tell you, referee was right there, looked at it, and didn't make the call. Oh, that's a bad non-call right there. No question, that was an interference call. Just prior to that, a Farmer had a great opportunity set up by Robidoux. Ooh.
Robidoux's made some great passes off the draw. The puck trickles out to center ice. Hayes, or Wonky rather, back, flips it ahead, out to Power. Power's headman too far. That'll be icing against Massena.
On that power play opportunity that we talked about, Matt Robidoux just undressed the OFA defenseman at the blue line, walked right around him, created that 2-on-1. Shane Farmer went to the net like he was supposed to, and the OFA defenseman played the pass, but Farmer had the step, came right across a slot, and he just couldn't convert it because he had that wide open side.
Power taking the face off, wins the draw in behind a Wonky. Wonky stepping out from behind his own net. Looking up for Power, a little bit too far. That'll go all the way down for another icing. No, they wave it off. Spanky Seacott in after it, in the corner, gets ridden into the boards, comes up with it, flips it for Power. Power circles. He's got room, looks to wrap it around, shot, save, and the puck squirts free behind the net. DiAgostino now controlling it, has it knocked away, and is picked up by Charlton. He moves it ahead to center ice. Now the puck intercepted, back across the Massena line. Wonky's there, looking ahead. He's got a man breaking, gets it right back again, then flips it across into the Ogdensburg zone. Power racing for it, gets it back to the point. Wonky cranks it up. Oh, deflected just wide. Puck comes around the boards into the corner. Raiders making a line change here. I'll tell you what, this power line has been great tonight. Now the puck squirts free, picked up by the Devils. They'll move it ahead out to center ice. That's Corey Boyer, has it knocked away. Hazel trying to move it ahead. He gets tied up. Gets it to Cameron. Cameron ahead to Meacham. Meacham busting across. Gets knocked away. There's going to be a penalty on Ogdensburg. Back to the point. Raiders got an extra attacker out there. Here's Chaz Hearn. Cranks it up the shot. Save made. I think they picked up another one in front of the net.
I think they're going to call Massena for too many men, leaving the bench too soon. I know that's what he's going to call. Oh, I hope he's not going to call that, but we'll wait and see. Arnie O'Reilly is not. Okay, the Raiders.
No, he's just going to face it off at center ice.
Okay.
Not going to call a penalty. That's not a penalty anyway, I don't think. They just face it off at center ice.
Well, I thought he was going to call him for too many men.
Yeah.
But because the goaltender, Zach Long, wasn't there, and the guy who touched the puck came off the bench. Yep. That's where Hearn came off the bench to take the shot.
That is the right call that he made, though. But the face-off will be, remember, it happened to Meacham down in the St. Francis game, only it was because Meacham was coming from the penalty box instead of from the bench that the call was the wrong one. But this was the right one. Puck cleared to the blue line. Cameron keeps it in, flips it into the corner, knocked away. Devils clear to the blue line again. Cameron keeps it in. Cameron shot, deflected, score! And I think it went off Clint Kerwin's skate, but that's a power play goal for Massena, and it's 3-2.
Right back into the game. I'll tell you, the Raiders are right back. It might have hit Clint Kerwin in front, but shot taken from the point, Michael Cameron. And the Raiders take advantage of that Blue Devil penalty and make it 3-2. We'll wait and see an announcement, but came back to the point. Cameron got it off in a hurry. Through some traffic, Clint Kerwin was standing in front. I'm not sure if it hit him on the skate or not, but hit something and beat McClear, and the Raiders only down by 1.
Cameron gets the goal from Slack, and Coach, you told him to shoot before the game. It was good advice. Off the face-off, puck right back in Devil territory. Jacob Hummel in after it. Flips it around the boards. 3-2 now. Devils lead by a singleton as the Raiders have come up with a couple here. To the blue line, down the ice. That looks to be an icing call against Ogdensburg. No, they wave it off. Back after David Park, flips it around the boards. Hearn has it knocked away, comes back to Park on the other side. He had a problem with it, has it knocked away again. Devils in there. Get the puck free, but Cameron steps in front of the pass and moves it out again. Michael Cameron takes it across, does the shift. Nice drop, Meacham shot! Fired it wide, good drop pass. Comes back to the point, and down the ice it'll go, but no icing, right on Zach Long. Comes to Hearn. Hearn flips it ahead to Meacham. Meacham was going the wrong way, couldn't catch up with it. Comes back in the Ogdensburg zone. Shaver back there, flips it in behind for Boyer. 3-2, Devils lead by 1 now, and they dump it down into the Massena zone again. This time, it's cleared back out to center ice by Jeremy Buffum. Drew Wonky, head man to Hazel. Hazel takes it across, winds up the shot. He misfired on it. Bounces in behind the net. Slack is there. The Ward shot. Save made and a good one by McClear. Nice pass by Slack. Puck bounces around into the corner. Devils pick it up. That's Willie Brissett. Brissett makes a good move, skates out of the zone. Here comes Willie Brissett. Takes it across. Has it stolen away by Wonky. Wonky flips to Jeremy Buffum. Buffum flips it right back to Wonky. Drew starts it ahead for Slack. He just deflects it out to center ice. Here comes Ward. Nice headman to Clint Kerwin. Kerwin trying to go back to Ward, and it goes into the corner. Joey Ward after it, flipping it around the boards. Buffum can't catch up. Devils right back the other way. 3-on-2. Here's the shot from the blue line. Blocked by Buffum. He goes down, and there's a puck bouncing in the side of the net. Here's a shot up over the net, and Buffum gets back up again. Slack gets tied up in the corner. Devils putting some pressure on, but Wonky's got it. Here's Wonky in behind his own net. Nice move. Wonky takes it around the other side. He'll bang to Slack, who lets it go by him down the ice, and they wave the icing off. In fact, it's going to come right in on McClear. 5:16 left, second period. 3-2 Devils by 1. Comes to Farmer, drops to Nightingale. Nightingale at his own circle, moves it right back ahead. Clint Kerwin. Kerwin dumps it in the zone, goes in behind the net in the Ogdensburg zone. Picked up there by Wilson. Wilson right back out to center ice. Nightingale is there again. He tracks back by his own blue line, goes to the red line, flips it right back in the zone again. Picked up behind the net by Wilson. Wilson skates it ahead, bounces it to the blue line, kept in at the point by Carroll. Carroll whacks at it, then loses it out to center ice. Bouncing puck right in front of the benches, and I think it's underneath the fallen player. Now it squirts free. Seacott. Seacott flips it over to Nightingale. Ben Nightingale skates it out of the Massena zone. Here's Nightingale leading the attack, takes it across, gets a quick shot off, bounces right on. And McClear will hold on for the face-off. 4:29 remaining, period number 2. It's Ogdensburg 3, Massena 2.
This is the Massena club that we expected to see up here. Now they're playing with confidence. They're not back on their heels. And I tell you, storming back 2 goals in a row. That second Raider goal, his 7th of the year. Michael Cameron with Jeffrey Slack picking up the assist, a power play goal for the Raiders.
Power takes the face-off. Puck sits in the circle. Here's a quick snap shot. Doesn't get through. Comes to the blue line, out to center ice. Now there's a battle for it. Robidoux is back. Robidoux skates it ahead and then flips it to the OFA blue line. Picked up there by Scott Boyer. Boyer's head man goes to the Massena line and is picked up by Power, flips it ahead. Power gets the pass back, trying to skate through, centers in front, Robidoux. Robidoux shot, and he couldn't get a stick on it. Great feed by Power. Puck in behind now, Scotty Power. Power centering pass goes all the way back to the point, and Hearn can't stop it. Comes back out to neutral ice. Hearn in his own end, flips it ahead for Robidoux. Robidoux waves at it, couldn't come up with it. Comes back in the zone. Hearn throws a check. The puck squirts free to Robidoux. Robidoux over on the other side. Around the horn it goes. And Sean Kellogg just flips it out to center ice. Now the bouncing puck. Here comes Kellogg. He's got breaking by. Here's Kellogg in the corner now. Looks to center, it bounces in front of the net. Nobody could pick it up from Massena, picked up by the defense. That was Corey Boyer, and he slips it over on the other side to Scott Boyer. Boyer has it stolen in front, shot, score! Sean Kellogg picked the puck off an errant pass, and the Raiders have tied it up 3-3.
I'll tell you, the Blue Devils are really back on their heels. The Raiders taking it right to them, and big Sean Kellogg, he got a big one the other night, last night against Malone, and he certainly equaled that tonight as he picked up an errant clearing pass by the Blue Devils right in their own end, out 15 feet. He walked right in, and at least 10 minutes, because they're really smoking now. And the Devils can't wait for that 2:47 to run off the clock so they get that locker room and get regrouped.
Talk about 2 different games.
Oh, 2 different games, complete opposite. Devils dominate the first period and come out and score the early goal in the second, but the Raiders have taken it from there.
Scotty Power takes the faceoff, wins the draw. Back to Cameron at the point. Trying to flip it to Ward. It bounces by him in behind the net. Picked up by Boyer. Stolen away. Here's Robidoux with it. Flips it in behind for Power. Scotty circles. Back to the point, Nightingale. Nightingale skates, flips it. Here's Robidoux. Robidoux shot, knocked down. And it comes back to the blue line. Cameron winds up his shot. Ooh, just barely saved by goaltender McClear. Puck cleared behind the net. It's going to go to Joey Ward. Ward picks it up, moves it around the horn. Back to the point, Cameron. Cameron skates toward the middle. Here's Cameron skating. Gets a shot off, deflected right on. Save made by goaltender McClear. So Raiders moving that puck around on the power play.
Oh, and Josh McClear, 2 big saves. That second one not as good as the first, but he just made a great save on Michael Cameron from the point. A nice low bullet, and he got that right leg out there. And I'll tell you, Raiders really taking the game to Ogdensburg at this stage.
I'll tell you what, Scotty Power is having the best game of his career.
No question. He's playing with a lot of confidence out there and really finding the open ice. Excellent job.
Off the face-off, Power back to Ben Nightingale, fakes the shot, goes to Cameron. Michael with it in the corner. Robidoux skates out of the circle. Right in front, cross-ice pass is knocked down as Power was too well tied up that time, and the Devils will dump it. Zach makes a save on the dump, and Cameron flips to Nightingale. Nightingale ahead, Joey Ward. Ward drops it back for Nightingale, and Nightingale will dump it. We're down to 25 seconds left in the power play. Puck comes to Corey Boyer for Ogdensburg. He gets tied up by Power, stays with it. Boyer, now Ward takes him out of the play. Power tries to come up with a puck and does. Here's Power with it in the corner. Back to Robidoux at the 45, 9 seconds left in the power play. Robidoux gets it back, gets the shot, save made by McClear. Puck cleared back to the blue line. Cameron again. Takes it, skates it, drops it. Robidoux right back to Cameron, penalties elapsed. Here's a shot, save made up into the cords by McClear.
I tell you, a low bullet from Michael Cameron off the feet from Matt Robidoux, and Cameron works his way from the left point into the middle, and he just scalded that, and it was just a great save by McClear. He had about 2 or 3 excellent saves on that power play. I'll tell you, the Raiders looking sharp right now, and sometimes they're trying to force it to that middle. Matt Robidoux a couple times, he's got those points open when the Blue Devils turtle up on that box, get it back to the point.
Off the face-off. Farmer has it poke checked away, and it trickles down the ice. There's a foot race for it. Brissett and Wonky. Wonky takes him into the boards and comes away with a puck. Another guy that's having a great game is Wonky. Puck doesn't clear the zone. Now it's picked up by Farmer. Bangs it ahead. It gets by. Here's the Agostino. Hauled down from behind. Another penalty on the Blue Devils. And picking up that penalty will be Scott Boyer as he just tripped up Spanky Seacott as he was going by on the break.
Well, it would have been a 2-on-none. And again, that's a good penalty to take, but he got himself, the OFA defenseman got himself in a bad situation, caught up in the play, allowed 2 Raiders to get in behind him. They were 2-on-none, so he had to upend the Massena player. Raiders back in the power play, 51 seconds left in this period.
They've scored 1 power play goal already in the period, and now we've got Meacham out there with Slack and Kerwin, Cameron and Nightingale. Coming out to try to kill it off for the Blue Devils will be Beldock. Beldock out there, along with, I think that's Brissett. Off the face-off, comes to Nightingale at the point. Nightingale flips it to Meacham. He steps in the circle. His shot is deflected up into the screen, and we'll do it all over again.
And up into the screen it is here at the west end of the Golden Dome. There's a large netting to protect the score clock that up above the plexiglass, and it is a huge screen. It runs from one side to the other.
Off the face-off, puck comes back to the point. Nightingale flips it in behind the net for Kerwin. He can't come up with it. Getting back to pick it up is Wilson. Rips it around the boards. Kept in. Nightingale. He does. Nice job. Nightingale skates it. Drops it to Meacham. Meacham back to Nightingale. Winds up his shot through traffic. It trickles in the net. And the Raiders score another power play goal. I tell you what, McClear wishes he had that one back.
Well, one of each. The Raiders, Zach Long had one, and that one, Ben Nightingale, a 55-footer from the point. No traffic in front. The seas parted, and he thought he had it. Stuck out the left hand. Didn't get the glove, the body behind the glove, and he just misplayed it off the glove and into the net. And the Raiders have taken a 4-goal lead, or a 4-3 lead with 4 consecutive goals, and that's going to be another power play for Massena.
So we'll have to pick out 2 winners here at the end of the period, our Power 8 power play, as the Raiders have come up with 2 power play goals in the second period. 24 seconds left in the period, 4-3 Massena now. The Raiders leading by a singleton on the A1 TV and Appliance scoreboard. Off the face-off, puck sits in the circle. Controlled by Power, he flips it right on, and the save is made by McClear. Puck in behind the net, picked up by Jacob Humel, stolen away. Power banging for it to Kellogg. Power trying to center it in front, it's intercepted, and it's dumped by Ogdensburg back in the Massena zone. Jeremy Buffum rips it around the boards for Sean Kellogg. 2-1, and that'll take care of the period. So the Raiders come up with 4 goals in that second period, a 1 by Ogdensburg, and Massena takes the lead 4-3 after 2 periods of play. Our broadcast on WMSA brought to you by Nationwide Insurance, the White Adams Agency at 229 East Orvis Street.
About 20 feet, but it's a great vantage spot right behind both the Blue Devil and the OFA Raider bench.
Off the face-off, here comes Meacham. He flips it in the corner. Ogdensburg zone back after it is Jacob Humel over skates. Meacham takes him into the boards, and the puck tied up. Hazel coming in to help out. Is it free? It's free. Hazel flips it on the other side. Cameron looking to come up with it. He can't. Hazel in there battling for it again as Cameron comes in, and the puck squirts away, and the Devils will try to move it out of the zone. They don't, as it's dumped in behind the net by Massena again. Puck in the corner. Hazel after it, has it poke checked by him by Wilson, and the puck squirts free in front to Shaver, and he moves it out to center ice. Ahead to Greg Garvey, winds up, and the shot is high over the net. In the corner now, Brissett after it. He pokes it free, and it's going to come to Ben Nightingale, and we got a whistle, and the Raiders are going to pick up a penalty.
Didn't see this one, but it's going to be a tripping call. It's going to go to number 22, Eric Meacham, boy, and you'll hate to see those tripping calls. We talked about those before, but the Blue Devils going on the power play, and I'm looking back in the sheet, they got a power play goal in that first period.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they did. So now the Raiders will have to try to kill one off here.
And just prior to that, you mentioned Greg Garvey taking a shot. I'll tell you, that was a scalder, and if that was on the net, it was high. That had Zach Long beat.
Off the face-off. Puck sits in the circle. He busts through Shaver. Shot. Somehow it stayed out of the net. And I'm not sure if it got through to Zach or not. Shaver just barged his way through his opposite center and broke in all alone on Zach. And I don't know if he lost the puck off the end of his stick or Zach made a great save.
Zach made the save, the latter part. Great save, and he didn't have the rebound controlled, and Shaver was poking at it, but somehow Zach was able to corral it. But he did. He stepped right through the center, and you can't do that.
And he tries to do it again, and the puck sits in the circle, and this time the Raiders will dump it. That time was it Shane Farmer out there. He did the right job as he tied him up.
That's right.
And he allowed the Massena defenseman to pick it up and just fire it down the ice. Now Farmer doing a little forechecking as Aaron Charlton flips it out by the blue line, and Shaver moves it ahead to the Massena line. Into the zone it goes. It's going to trickle right in on Zach, and he leaves it in behind the net for Drew Wonky. Wonky flips it along the boards. It trickles out to center ice. Back inside Ogdensburg territory, John Wilson with it. Wilson in behind, picks up a forechecker in Kerwin, then moves it ahead. Dumping it back. Raiders putting a little pressure on here, just trying to mess things up a little. As the puck trickles to the Massena line, Shaver dumps it in Massena territory. Wonky there. Flips it ahead, doesn't get out of the zone, goes back to the blue line. Bangs into the corner. Wonky again. This time he flips it right out to the blue line, and it's right across the blue line. Is it going to get out of the zone? I don't believe it. It didn't get out. Now the puck comes inside along the boards. They battle for it there. That's Brissett with it. Brissett flips it in behind, and it's Shaver centers it, but it's clear to the blue line. Not out of the zone again. Out by the point, Wilson centers it right across the goal mouth, and somebody fanned on it on the way by. That was Garvey. Now it's Brissett looking to circle, looks to wrap it around. It goes in behind. Puck comes free to Drew Wonky. Wonky picks it up, bangs it ahead. Here's Meacham. He's out of the box, and he races for the puck. Here's Meacham, shot. Big save by McClear. That was labeled for the corner, and McClear made a great save on Eric Meacham as Meacham had come out of the box. Now the puck back to the blue line, kept in at the point by Cameron. He tries to flip it through, or that's Park rather, knocked away. And the Devils move it into the Massena zone. Now it's right in front of the net, the backhander, and Zach makes the save. Puck cleared by Meacham to the blue line, and down the ice it goes. And it touched about 3 players on the way through, so icing waved off. We have a whistle. What they're talking?
Yeah, he's going to call a...
Too many men?
Well, he wants him back on the ice. He wants the... yeah, he's going to... Too many men on the ice, I do believe.
That's one of those bad breaks where they're in the middle of a change and the puck came over by the Ogdensburg bench.
And he wants one of those. Just prior to that, what a save that you called Josh McClear. As the Raiders had, I counted 1, 2, 3, 4 opportunities. They had the puck in their own end, chance to clear, and they didn't. And that, just gives coaches ulcers. They did finally clear Jeffrey Slack off the boards, and out of the box comes Big 22. Gets in behind the defense, and he scalds one. And I tell you, that's the best save of the night. That was labeled top left-hand corner, and McClear somehow got the glove on it, and that puck went up about 35 feet in the air, directly right up over his head. What a save.
Oh, I guess so. Face-off with Massena going on the power play. Moves back inside. Ogdensburg territory. Meacham wins the draw to Kerwin, back to the point. Ben Nightingale skates to the middle, flips it to Meacham at the 45. Kerwin steps in front, shot, save. They bang at it, goes in behind. Goes to Slack in the other corner. They did exactly what they wanted, but a good save by McClear. Cameron goes to Meacham. Meacham to Nightingale. Nightingale to Meacham. Meacham steps in. His quick shot hit the goalpost. Rebound comes back to the shot by Nightingale. Hits the glass. Meacham had that one taped, and it hit the goalpost. Wow. Now the puck in the corner. Meacham and Kerwin. Meacham comes away with it, back to Nightingale. Nightingale to Cameron. Cameron, quick shot to Meacham, and he fired wide. Comes right to the side of the net, and it's covered up by McClear. Oh, Massena moving that puck around like a ping pong ball, and they just haven't been able to beat McClear on this power play.
Oh, and Eric Meacham thought he had one label. I thought it was, but it wasn't. Arnie O'Reilly right on the goal line, waved it off immediately, hit the crossbar and the post, I think, from about 20 feet out, and then they just tic-tac-toed it again. Nightingale to Cameron, looked like he was going to shoot from the left side. He found Meacham down on the right side, all alone in that slot area, put it right on his stick, and he shot it wide.
Off the face-off, puck goes down the ice. And Cameron has to come back after it. Michael Cameron to Nightingale. Nightingale, Robidoux. Robidoux's pass gets away from him. Dumped back in the Massena zone, Nightingale. Here's Nightingale. Goes to Power, who deflects it in the Ogdensburg zone, but it's picked up there by Wilson, and he dumps it down the ice. Stopped by Zach. He leaves it for Nightingale, side of the net. Goes back to Cameron, back to Nightingale. Nightingale has it puck get away from him. Dumped back in the corner as we're down to 17 seconds left in the power play. Here's Nightingale. Nightingale flips it around to Cameron, and Cameron starts it ahead. Here's Michael Cameron. He's going to carry it. Cameron takes it across and then dumps it in the zone, and the puck comes in to Wilson. Wilson takes it behind the net, flips it, goes off a body back toward the blue line. Cameron. Here's Cameron flipping in the corner for Power. Power to Robidoux. Robidoux back to the point to Cameron. The penalty's elapsed. Here's Cameron to Robidoux, steps into the circle, skates in front, the shot. Oh, save made. And the seas kind of parted right there, and Robidoux came right in and got a good shot. Puck comes back to the blue line, kept in. Nightingale cranks it up, fired it wide. Puck back the other way, and they're going to ice the puck as the Devils just want the pressure off. Score remains 4-3 on the Corky's Collision scoreboard. Raiders lead with 10-12 left in the third period.
Oh, some glorious scoring opportunities for the Raiders. Matt Robidoux, and he said the seas parted. What happened? They're playing a man-to-man coverage down in there, and his check blew the check, and he got free, and everyone else was picking him in, and he walked right in from that side. I thought he was going to go upstairs, elected to go down low, and McClear had it taped on that short side, but good move by Matt Robidoux.
Off the face-off, here's a chance for Seacott. His shot right on, save made by McClear. Puck in the corner. Seacott gets tied up, and it's underneath him as Farmer's in there battling for it too, along with Scott Boyer of Ogdensburg, and Shaver was in there as well.
A tale of two different periods, the first one belonging to the Blue Devils and the second one belonging to the Raiders. And 10:02 left in this third period, Massena up 4-3.
Off the face-off, puck to the blue line out to center ice. Drew Wonke's there to flip it ahead, has it knocked away, goes back inside Massena territory. Jeremy Buffum leaves it for Wonke. Wonke skates, looks ahead, trying to clear the zone, it's knocked away. Goes to Seacott. Seacott doesn't quite get it out of the zone. Now he throws a check along the blue line. They battle for it. It's still along the blue line, comes out to center ice, just barely out to center ice, but it's dumped right back in. Bounces in the corner. Wonke with it, picks it up, rips it along the boards to Agostino, trying to move it out of the zone. He doesn't, but finally the puck comes to Seacott. Here's Spanky to DiAgostino. Anthony takes it across. Here's a shot right on, and it's saved easily by McClear. He'll hold on for the faceoff. Anthony didn't get much on it, but McClear made the save anyway.
Raiders dodged somewhat of a bullet that last shift down there, coming out of their own end. The Raider defenseman telegraphed where he was going to go. He looked up, he wanted to go to the boards. The check covering there read that he wasn't going to come there, was going to come to the middle, stepped in and just barely missed it off his stick, or he would have been home free.
Hazel out to take the face-off. Puck in the corner, picked up by the defenseman. That's Humel. Flips it over on the other side to Wilson. Wilson starts out. His headman pass goes to Beldock. Beldock takes it across. In on the right side, knocked away, and bounced back to the blue line, and bounces into the circle. It comes free. Here's a shot, Irvine. Big save, by Zach. Irvine didn't get much on it, but nobody thought it was going to come into the slot like that. Blue Devils, they have the puck in behind, looking to center, but it's knocked away. Cameron comes up with it, waves at it. Irvine takes it away. centers it, goes to the side of the net. Zach plays it around into the corner. The big Meach after it. Here's Meacham with it. He just flips it ahead to Hazel. Hazel breaks out of the zone. Here's Hazel, flipping it in the corner. Cameron goes after it there. Here's Cameron, has it knocked away. Puck takes a funny bounce out to the blue line, but the Devils will move. Here's Irvine. Chuck Irvine dumps into the Massena zone. Carroll's there to pick it up, flips it right back out to center ice. Now the puck bouncing around to Slack. Slack from the red line. Dumps it right back inside Ogdensburg territory. 4-3, Massena leads. We're down to 8:11 left in the third period. To the Massena line, Ben Nightingale flips it right back ahead to Slack. Slack dumps it in the corner, in behind the net. It's Corey Boyer after it. He and Joe Ward go together. The puck comes free to Kerwin. Kerwin rides it to Slack behind the net. Slack looks to center and missed on the pass. Puck comes ripping around the boards. Nightingale pinches in, and he keeps it in. Puck bouncing along the boards. Kerwin, he gets ridden out of the play. And the Devils move it out. It's Corey Boyer. Boyer's headman pass into the Massena zone. Nightingale back after it. Rips it around the boards. Bounces to Kerwin. Kerwin's got a man breaking. Flips it ahead, but it's off a stick and bounces deep in OFA territory. In behind the net, Boyer rips it around the board. Slack ties him up. Ward steps in, has it knocked away. Picked up there by Aaron Charlton. Flips it around the boards. Dumped right back behind the net again. Comes around on the other side and out to center ice. Carroll with it. Flips it right back in the zone. Raiders have to get onside, and they do. Back out to center ice. Dump down the ice. That'll be icing against the Blue Devils. 7:08 left in the third period. Massena continues to lead 4-3 on the Corky's Collision scoreboard.
And definitely time that the Raiders got to be thinking, protecting that one-goal lead, make sure they don't get three guys trapped down low below the dots, keeping one guy high, not to give up their offensive thrust, but they got to think a little more emphasis on defense right now.
Face-off, Powers line coming out. He'll face off against Shaver. Off the draw, Power wins, gets a weak shot, save made. Rebound goes on the other side. Devils try to clear it in behind the net. Brissett comes back for it. Kellogg gets there first, flips it in behind. Devils defenseman Wilson with it. Power takes him into the boards, trying to get it free. Now Robidoux, he can't squirt it free, and it's out to center ice. Here comes Willie Brissett for Ogdensburg, breaking into the Massena zone. Almost got by. Now he flips it in front, but Robidoux is there. Matt Robidoux moves it ahead. It doesn't clear the zone. Devils Shaver. Shaver moves it in front, but Robidoux's there to move it back to the blue line. Not out of the zone, gets it back again. This time he moves it ahead to Scotty Power. Here's Power, busting by the D. He gets, there's going to be a penalty. And Ogdensburg touches it. He may have anticipated that one a little bit. He's going to call a slashing, as I guess they must have slashed Power as he was breaking by.
I think Garvey is going to pick up the penalty, and Arnie O'Reilly making the call, and the OFA bench really upset with that one, felt that that was unjustified. But Scotty Power, as you said before, having a great game. He certainly is. He's the guy that got the Raiders going with that first goal in that second period. He was breaking in. It was basically a one-on-two situation with a Raider forward coming late, and looked like a harmless enough play, but Garvey got the lumber on him, and he's going to go to the box.
Arnie might have anticipated that a little bit.
It's one of those borderline calls, and sometimes, it's even out in the long run. The Raiders got a break on that one.
Meacham will take the face-off on the power play, wins the draw, back to Nightingale. He flips it around behind the net, a little bit too far, picked up by the Ogdensburg defense. Down the ice it goes. Puck in the corner, racing after it is Charlton. Charlton has it knocked away. Gets back up with it again, hits the side of the net with it, and moves it ahead. Here's Meacham now breaking out of the zone. Meacham, headman to Kerwin. Clint steps into the corner now, takes it behind the net, circles, goes back to the point, Nightingale. Nightingale skates toward the middle, then goes to Meacham. Skates in, shot, nice save. Rebound cleared by the Devils down the ice. And back into the Massena zone it goes. In behind Cameron. He'll rip it around the boards for Nightingale. Nightingale moves it ahead for the big Meach. Meacham to Slack. Jeffrey does the shift, gets by one, gets by two. Slack, quick shot right in front, save made. As Jeffrey didn't get much wood on it, and McClear makes the save with 5:34 left in the third period. Raiders continue to lead it 4-3.
Couple of good moves by Jeffrey Slack coming down that right side, gained the zone and cut into the middle, sifted by a couple in about 20 feet. But as you said, he didn't get a lot on the shot, and McClear had no problems with it. Still 39 seconds left in this OFA penalty.
5:34 left in the period. Robidoux off the face-off, trying to get it to Power. Puck squirts in front. Goes back into the corner, picked up by Wilson. Bangs it to the blue line, and I think it's going to be controlling with a high stick as Robidoux got it with a high stick, and that'll move the face-off all the way back in the Massena zone.
Blue Devils have made some adjustment to their penalty killing when they get inside. They've expanded the box because the Raiders were really blistering them in that second period with shots from the point by Cameron and Nightingale, and they've expanded that box, so that means the middle of that box is soft, and that's why Meacham is getting more chances. In that 2-on-1 overload, he's able to walk in the middle.
Off the face-off, puck goes in behind the Massena net. Cameron. Michael drops it to Ben Nightingale. 25 seconds left in the power play. Nightingale, head man to Cameron. Cameron moves it up, threw it away. Back out, well, trickled out to center ice, but the Devils control and they dump it in the Massena zone. Cameron picks it up again. Nightingale, for some reason, waved at it with a high stick and knocked it down, and that is never a good play, no matter what.
Well, sometimes, you know, we wonder why sometimes the players don't listen, but I'm telling you, if they listen to White, whatever it is, White Demon or White Zombie, no wonder they can't hear it because their eardrums have to be blown out. I mean, listen to some of this pregame stuff that gets them jazzed up.
Face off in the Massena zone. Raiders win the draw. Jeremy Buffum. Only 10 seconds left in the power play. 5:03 in the third period. Raiders lead by a singleton, and down the ice it goes. Whoops, and Anthony just overskated, almost had it. Now the Devils back inside Massena territory, and there's going to be a penalty on the Raiders as Wonky threw a check and got the elbow up just a little bit.
No question, good call. George Dobbins making a call right in the middle of the ice in the defensive zone. Drew wanted to make the check, but he did get those elbows up. And boy, that's a crucial time with 4:52 and the Devils going on the power play. And
this will be, if Massena can do it, would be a big penalty kill right here.
Oh, it certainly would. We'll see who he puts out there. Big number 24 coming out. Matt Hazel with the super pest out there. Number 20, Eric Seacott. Premier penalty killers on defense, Buffum and looks like Nightingale.
Shaver will take the draw. Shaver out there with Garvey and Brissett. And back at the points, they move Charlton to play 1 point along with John Wilson. Off the faceoff, puck sits in the circle, trickles back to the blue line, kept in at the point. Here's the shot, Charlton, he passes it right in front. Zach makes the save as Shaver was all by himself in front of the net, but he was pretty deep and he didn't have much angle to shoot at, and he shot it right at Zach.
But Zach read the pass. Blue Devils won the draw, came in back to the right defenseman, over to the left defenseman. He stepped down and he saw Shaver off to Zach's left in the slot, put it right on the stick. Zach read that and went with the pass. Great job of seeing the ice by Zach Long.
Off the faceoff, puck in the circle, and Seacott comes up with it and dumps it down the ice. And he'll be back to bother Wilson. Wilson flipping it over on the other side to Aaron Charlton. Charlton goes back to Wilson. Wilson skates back in behind his own net. 1:06 left in the power play. Wilson now will flip it on the wing to Shaver. Shaver headman hits Charlton, breaking. Charlton busts in the zone. Charlton setting up at the 45 as Ogdensburg setting up their power play. They go back to the point. Wilson shot knocked down. Seacott dumps it down the ice. And it comes back, and a goaltender McClear way out of his net to play it ahead. Didn't get it out of the zone. It comes right back to him. I think it hit the official. And now the Devils, as Anthony D'Agostino out there trying to kill the penalty. Here comes Shaver with it. Busts into the Massena zone. Shaver in behind. Centering pass bounces in the slot, but it's in behind. Now Nightingale. Nightingale gets tied up, can't come up with it. Garvey, centering pass. Shaver, score! And they tie it up on the power play. It's 4-4. As Shaver again all by himself in front of the net.
Captain John Shaver got the goal, but I'll tell you, number 16, Greg Garvey, did a lot of work as he just muscled it away from the Raider defenseman to the left corner, took it away from him, turned and found number 8, Shaver in front, put it right on the stick, and no one around Shaver, and he had plenty of time, and he beat goaltender Zach Long to the glove side, and the Blue Devils, as that penalty was wearing down. Let's see how much time was left, and that's got to be a power play goal.
It was a power play goal, but now apparently Massena's picked up another penalty on the goal as Jeremy Buffum is in the box. And I have no idea what that was for.
Neither do I. We'll have to wait for the announcement, but that's a power play goal, and the Devils back in a power play again.
It's 4-4 tie hockey game. The puck goes back in the Massena zone. Travis Durant trying to clear the zone. He doesn't. We have a whistle. And I don't know what the call was.
Shaver will get the goal, and I know Garvey will pick up the other assist, I'm sure, because he stripped the Raider defenseman of the corner of the, and it's coming at the 11:14 mark. Let's see if we can figure out how much time was left on that penalty before the penalty expired.
Hit after the whistle was the call on Buffum, and that is not a good penalty to take. Now the puck picked up by Kerwin. He flips it into the Ogdensburg zone. Devils on the power play. Here's Kerwin, though, stealing it. Takes it across, off sides, as Slack just didn't quite get out of the zone. And we're down to 3:24 left in the third period. 1:08 in the Ogdensburg power play. It's tied at 4.
My math is correct. There were about 24 seconds left in that penalty, and the Raiders had done an excellent job up to that point, killing that penalty. Seacott and Hazel with Buffum and Nightingale, but just couldn't withstand the pressure.
It was Garvey who, okay, here they come again, a 2-on-1. Puck right in front. Slack makes the save, or I should say Long makes the slave. Puck in the corner now. Devils control. Moving it around the horn. Back to the blue line. Here's a shot through traffic. The save made. Puck comes to Charlton. Charlton, he gets ridden out of the play. Around on the other side it goes. Bouncing in behind. Travis Durant with it, rips it off the glass, doesn't get it out of the zone though, comes back to the blue line. Here's a shot, save made by Zach. Puck ripped around the boards, Slack with it, trying to poke it ahead, and he does down the ice. 30 seconds left in the penalty, and now the Raiders catch Massena on a penalty or a change. The shot bounces into the corner off Zach. Now waving at it, it comes to Cameron. He looks just to tie up some time. And the whistle blows with 16 seconds left in the power play.
You're right, the Blue Devils did catch Massena on a poor change and almost cost them, but we've got 2:32 left in this game, and the 4-4 hockey game, we're staring overtime if the Raiders can withstand this furious rally by the Blue Devils here with 16 seconds left in the penalty and face-off deep in the Massena end to the left of Zach Long.
And now is somebody calling a timeout?
Yeah, we got a timeout here. I'm not sure if it's the Blue Devils or the Raiders making a call. I have a feeling it's Ogdensburg. We'll wait for the announcement. That goal at the 11:14 mark, John Shaver picking up the goal, and number 16, Greg Garvey, is going to get the assist. Great work by Garvey as he stripped the Raider defenseman of the puck in the corner to the left of Zach Long and found John Shaver all alone, 10 feet out to 12 feet out in front of Zach Long, and put it right on the tape, and Shaver made no mistake.
So it's a 4-4 tie hockey game. 16 seconds left in the Ogdensburg power play. As I think it probably was Ogdensburg. I didn't hear the announcement as to who called the timeout, but we're down to 16 seconds left in that power play.
And I know, Jerry, excuse me, I'm sorry, when this game is over, when young Jeremy Buffum gets to the locker room, I'm sure Coach Long is going to have a few choice words to say to him, because you just can't put your club in jeopardy like that. I mean, you fought back from a 3-goal deficit, go ahead, and they just scored the opposition, a big power play goal. You can't take penalties like that hitting after the whistle, but let's hope that they can withstand that, and he'll just learn a lesson and it won't cost the team.
But what it does is it costs them time. Time to maybe get another goal. Cameron will take well, wait a minute. Will Cameron take the face-off? I believe so. Cameron and Meacham out there. Carroll and Ben Nightingale. And taking the face-off for Ogdensburg, John Shaver. I think they called the timeout to get that first unit out there again off the draw. Puck along the boards, Carroll battles for it. Shaver takes it away. Here's Shaver, skates in front, and the shot is knocked away. Big save by Zach, and the Raiders clear it. Whoa!
What a save.
Well, great save by Zach Long as the puck comes down the ice. The penalty is elapsed, and the Raiders get the man back. But the Devils move the puck down the ice again. Here comes Ogdensburg across the blue line. Drop pass, the shot, glove save. Puck comes in behind. They try to wrap it around, but the Raiders get back just in time. Now the puck in the corner. Nightingale rips it around for Meacham. Meacham just pokes it ahead to center ice. Cameron trying to clear it across the blue line, knocked away. Back the other way comes Greg Garvey, dumping in the Massena corner. 1:45 and counting. Ben Nightingale picking it up. Devils make a change. Here's Nightingale, head man to Cameron. He just deflects it into the corner and gets knocked down for his efforts. Puck in behind. Devils move it ahead. That's Chuck Irvine. Headman pass. Nightingale steps in front. Flips it ahead. Doesn't clear the zone. Puck trickles back to Nightingale. This time he does clear. Thought he cleared the zone. I guess not. And it skates in front. The shot, big save by Zach Long. Here's another shot, knocked down. That was a high stick that knocked it down, but the Raiders control. Drew Wonke clears it out to center ice. Trickles to the Massena blue line. Meacham flips it ahead. Right back comes Ogdensburg. Hazel banging it ahead to Meacham. Meacham right in front of the Massena bench, and I think the puck trickled up into the bench with a minute remaining in the third period. The Massena defenseman had 2 chances to clear the puck and didn't either time. Unforced errors.
Yeah, I'll tell you, but Zach Long, you talk about making big saves. He has made 2 of them here in the last few seconds. The first one on John Shaver as he worked his way in from the corner. Just an outstanding save. Shaver had the whole side, but Zach beat him. And then poor clearing pass, and number 22, Boyer walked right in, and he just robbed him. 2 great saves.
Buffum flips it ahead. That's going to be an icing on Massena. And again, down the ice it goes. Icing the call, the face-off move back inside Massena territory. I got to tell you, Coach is pretty patient, isn't he?
No, he sure is. And Jerry, getting back to Zach Long, talking about big saves, it's one thing to make big saves when you're ahead 8-0 or 5-1, but I'll tell you, when it's a tie hockey game and you're down under a minute and you make 2 crucial saves like that, I'll tell you, that really lifts the whole club.
Off the face-off, puck in the circle. They battle for it. It trickles to the blue line. Here comes Massena Slack with it. Breaking out with 45 seconds. Jeffrey stops out by the blue line. A Kerwin shot. Ooh, big save. Talk about big saves. There was one by McClear right there. Puck around in behind the net. Great feed by Jeffrey Slack. Slack tries to throw a check in the corner. The puck battled around. Comes to Kerwin. Right in front. The shot. Gets it back again. Another shot. Fired it just wide. 25 seconds. Bounces back out to center ice. Wonke with it. Good play by Drew Wonke. Turns it back the other way. Here's Wonke, knocked away, but Slack comes up with it. Dump back to the Massena line. Wonke again bangs it ahead to center ice. Nup back in the zone. Jeremy Buffum, 10 seconds left. Buffum bangs it off the boards. Doesn't clear the zone. Knocked down in front. It bangs in behind. 3, 2, 1. And the buzzer sounds. We'll go to overtime. Oh, boy, I'll tell you. The Devils, well, first Massena, then the Devils putting on furious pressure, trying to score, and we'll go to the extra period.
Clutch saves by both goaltenders. Zach Long, under a minute, 2 great saves, just outstanding. Then back at the other end in the last 20 seconds, Josh McClear, as he robbed Clint Kerwin, as Jeffrey Slack, hard work along the left boards, out-muscled the OFA defender for it, got it and threw it right out to Clint Kerwin, high in the slot. He wasted no time, a nice low bullet, and a great save by McClear as he stuck out the left leg and caught it with the left toe. Oh boy, what do we got for saves?
Shots in the period, 12 shots for Massena to 14 for Ogdensburg. So it was pretty close in shots on net. The 3-period total for the Berg, 29 for Massena. 3-period total of 41. So the Raiders out shooting the Devils 41-29, but on the scoreboard we have 4s, and we are going to overtime.
And I'll tell you, the special teams, especially the power play of both clubs, have risen to the occasion tonight. The Raiders with 2 power play goals, and the Devils with 2 power play goals. That tying goal, the only goal of the third period at the 11:14 mark, John Shaver from Greg Garvey on the power play. And I'll tell you, this has been an entertaining hockey game. First period of the Devils, second period of the Raiders, and this one split down the middle. I guess it split it down the middle. I don't know if either club had a territorial edge. I'm not sure, but
Devils got the only goal.
The only goal.
You know, it was pretty close all the way through in that third period. As the Devils, got to give them credit, they settled down after being dominated in the second period.
And both goaltenders coming up big in the final minute to keep their club from tasting defeat in regulation. 5 minutes plugged up on the clock, and that's what we got. And no redoing the ice. The Raiders sending out the big line of Meacham, Hazel, and Cameron, and the Devils are going to counter with their line of Garvey, Shaver, and Brissett.
Face-off, of course, will come at center ice as we start the overtime. The Raiders and the Devils, you said it would be a 1-goal game. It'll either be a tie or a 1-goal game. Off the face-off, the puck still in the circle. Devils bust in. Here's the shot high over the net. I think somebody deflected it. And in the corner is Brissett. He gets tied up, and Meacham picks up the loose puck. Here's Meacham trying to flip it ahead. Stolen away. Comes back into the corner again. Brissett. Nightingale takes him into the boards. Brissett escapes the check, centers it, but it's knocked back in behind. And this time it comes to Cameron. He bangs it, and it trickles down the ice. Not going to go far enough for icing. Back after it is Wilson. Wilson in behind. Hazel takes him out of the play. feeds the puck to Cameron. Cameron trying to go to Meacham and hits a stick and bounces to Brissett. He gloves it ahead and is picked up there by the Devils. They move it into the Massena zone, breaking through, but it's intercepted by Carroll, and he dumps it back out to center ice. Picked up there by John Wilson. Right back out of the zone, back in. Carroll, headman pass, goes by everybody, and it's going to be icing against Massena.
Both clubs going to play it close to the vest, probably try to get it. No, not probably, unless you've got a definite odd man rush. They're going to try to get it in deep and get in there. And I don't think you'll see three guys, either team having a real aggressive forecheck. It's play it close to the vest, hope that you can catch the break, and every opportunity you get, shoot it at the net.
Off the face-off, Drew Wonke with it, skates it behind the net. Here's Wonke out of the corner, flips it ahead, doesn't clear the zone, kept in there, but it's knocked away nicely by Buffum. Puck in the corner, comes ahead to Kerwin. Kerwin still doesn't clear the zone, moves it to the blue line, and it's Joey Ward. Here's Ward, he just gets tied up. Dump back to the Massena line. Dump back to the Ogdensburg line, trickles back in the Massena zone, bouncing around like a ping pong ball. Now the puck goes to Kerwin. He will not, will he catch up with it? Yes, he does, trying to center it. But a good back check that time by Scott Boyer breaks up the play, and here come the Devils back the other way. They got a 3-on-2. Here comes Ogdensburg's Jacobs. Jacobs centering pass in front. They get a man free. The shot, big save, the rebound in the corner. Zach made a great save, and the Raiders clear it to the blue line and out to center ice. Raiders gave up an odd man rush by bunching in the corner.
Oh, they had three guys. I said you wouldn't see that. They had three guys trapped in the corner. It was a 4-on-2 break for the Devils.
Ahead it goes into the Ogdensburg zone, back out again. Here come the Devils. Shaver takes it across. Flips it back to the blue line, but DiAgostino's there. Anthony, headman pass, knocked away. Still 4-4 tie. Back to the Massena line. Here's Brissett across the blue line. Comes to Slack. He whacks at it. Trickles back out to center ice. DiAgostino gloves it ahead. Chasing it down in the zone. He's taken out of the play, trying to get back up with it, but it's cleared down the ice, and that'll be an icing call against Ogdensburg as it crosses the red line. And with 2:36 left in the overtime, it'll move back inside Ogdensburg territory. We're tied at 4 in overtime.
First 2.5 minutes of this overtime, the Devils a little more jump in their step than the Raiders. They look a little fresher, but
Let's go!
face off deep in the Blue Devil zone to the right of goaltender Josh McClear.
DiAgostino will take the face-off against Shaver. Off the draw, the puck goes in behind the net. Picked up by Hummel. Hummel flips it ahead. Devils don't clear the zone. Seacott shot. Ooh, there was a penalty. Of course, in overtime, they're not going to call it, I'm sure. Back comes Shaver across into the Massena zone, trying to drop the pass. It's intercepted by Seacott. Spanky back the other way. Dumps to an open wing. DiAgostino can't catch up with it. Back in the Massena zone. Nightingale, Carroll throws it away. Here's a shot, save made, rebound, backs out to the blue line. Long makes a great save, and he saved Brian Carroll from being the GOAT, that's for sure. Puck in behind. Here comes Nightingale out of his own end. Flips it ahead, trying to go to Seacott, too far. That'll be an icing call against Massena.
Oh, Zach Long, what a save. The Raider defenseman, errant clearing pass, and number 8, John Shaver, intercepted it. He stepped down, I tell you, from about 35 feet, maybe 30 feet. He cranked one up a bullet, but Zach Long equal to the task. That's another big save in the dying moments of this game by the Raider goaltender. Whoa.
Charlton's line out there now against, let's see here, Powers line, Scotty Power.
I know a defenseman was probably going to buy Zach Long a milkshake after this game.
Could have been the GOAT.
Great save by goaltender Zach Long.
Power takes the face-off. Puck in the circle. Where is it? In the corner. Drew Wonke with it. Flips it. It goes to the side of the net, and it's back in behind. Cleared around the boards to Robidoux. Robidoux just moves it ahead. Doesn't clear the zone. Kept in at the point. Robidoux lost his edge. Here's a chance in front. Shot. Another save by Long on the defenseman. Corey Boyer busting in. Raiders clear it out to center ice. Well, the Raiders have made some grievous errors, and Zach Long has saved them thus far. Puck dumped to the Massena line. Into the zone it goes. Here they come again. Ogdensburg centering pass in front. They get a man free, and Zach, did he make the save? I don't think it got in front. Now it did. Here's another shot. Zach makes the save. No goal. Zach made the save. No goal. No goal.
The Devils are swarming each other on the ice. That wasn't in. No way. Referee George Dobbin, right on. Zach Long, another miraculous save. I'll tell you, everyone in the park except you and I, and those on this side could see that wasn't in.
I could see it, yeah.
And George Dobbins right on the spot. No, that wasn't in. It didn't cross the goal line. I don't know how he kept it out, but that's 1, 2, 3. That's 4 miraculous saves in overtime and 2 in the dying seconds of the third period that Zach Long, and I tell you, he's making a strong case for being the Coke Zaps player of the game at this stage. Whoa.
Man, oh man, I'll tell you, Raiders, they're just coughing it up in their own end.
They just seem to be, they don't have the legs right now, and the Devils have just got that adrenaline is flowing. They're skating downhill, and Massena skating uphill, but Zach Long, the Devils mobbed their player. They thought it was in the net, but it wasn't.
We could see it from over here, our angle, as Zach had it underneath him. Now coming out is Hazel to take the face-off. He'll face it off against Shaver, off the draw. Puck into the corner, Nightingale after it. Rips it around the boards for Meacham. Meacham bangs it, and it tricks off a stick. Well, I thought it tricked off a stick, but apparently not, as they call it icing on Massena and move the face-off back in the Massena zone. 1:03 left in the overtime. 4-4 tie. The Devils have dominated this overtime.
Oh, they have by a wide margin, and the Raiders holding on by a slim thread right now. Just run it on the boards, not taking a chance coming up the middle, and just tipping it as that time Eric Meacham did. Tipped it by the Blue Devil defenseman, but if they haven't got an absolute, they're just going to do that. That's a smart move.
Raiders making a change as Power comes out. Apparently they're going to move Cameron back at the point. And Shaver will take the face-off against Hazel. Off the draw, puck comes in behind the net. Cameron picks it up. Flips it around the boards for Meacham. Meacham run it around on the other side and kept in. No, it comes out to center ice. Power has it knocked away. Back to the blue line and bounces up. Back across, picked up by the Raiders. Power ahead to Meacham, can't quite handle it. Bouncing around, it goes up into the Ogdensburg bench with 41 seconds left in the overtime.
41 seconds and face-off outside the Blue Devil blue line, but
They're just inside the blue line.
Just inside, my correction. Each club mustering, hoping they get one more shot, the shot that will make the difference.
6 shots by Ogdensburg, none by Massena in this overtime period.
Well, they have dominated the overtime.
Off the face-off, Cameron flips it through, knocked away. Dumped out to center ice. Here comes Shaver, he busts by the defense. Shaver breaks in front, nice save by Zach again, and the puck goes into the corner. Another good save by Long as here comes Massena's Hazel. Head man to Meacham. Meacham gets a stick on it, chases it down in the corner. Here's Meacham, center, Hazel, oh, he fired it just wide. After it is Power. 18 seconds left. Power in behind. Meacham steals it. Here's Meacham in the corner. Flipping it back for Scott Power. Power gets tied up. Goes to Hazel. Here's Hazel. Hazel back to the point. Cameron winds. His shot blocked. Bounces in the corner. 3, 2. And it goes up into the penalty box. Looks like we're going to have a tie. And almost a victory for Massena the way they were dominated in this overtime. But I'll tell you, this certainly hurts Massena as far as the playoff picture is concerned.
Yeah, a tie doesn't hurt the Devils as much as it does Massena. But
that's right.
Michael Cameron just crying for that puck back at the point. The Raiders had them had a little bit of a momentum going there with Meacham and number 24 Matt Hazel, but they couldn't get it back to Michael Cameron, who was wide open on that left point. He was crying for it. By the time they did, the Blue Devil defenseman was able to come out and deflect the puck, but this one's going to end in a tie with 2 seconds.
Unless you get a shot right off the face-off, which is unlikely.
Yes, it is unlikely, but it's been a hang of a hockey game. And as you said, the tie will probably affect, and the Raiders are going to pull their goaltender, looks like, Zach Long coming to the bench for the extra attacker. Well, it's, I guess, type of game like this, Jerry, it's maybe justice that it ends in a tie, because it's...
I would say probably there'd be some people in this arena who would disagree with you.
Well, well, I don't know. Definitely the overtime has been to the Blue Devils, but up until that point, pretty even Steven hockey game.
Of course, in the second period, the Raiders had a chance to really put it away, and early in the third period, too, and missed some glorious opportunities. Zach Long has been just superior in the Massena net. He's been outstanding. I thought he played well against Rome. He played well here tonight, too.
Well, I've marked 5 outstanding saves in the overtime. I mean, just super saves that any 5 of them could have been a goal. I mean,
Meacham will take the face-off. With 2 seconds left, the Raiders have an extra attacker, but I don't see how they're going to be able to get it to anybody. It looks like they're going to try to win the face-off to Cameron. They don't. That's the buzzer, so it ends in a tie. And I'll tell you, that's That's a tough break. Both teams played well at times. Both teams played poorly at times. And the net result is a 4-4 overtime tie. Stay tuned. The post-game show is next on WMSA.